Alright, YouTube. A while ago I came on 2 weeks ago, showed you my wood mods. I was calling them the woodchuck. I'm still calling them the woodchuck. If you haven't seen my first video, go on my channel, check it out, tell me what you think. Basically, the way this started out was I was building the mods for myself. I really liked them. I have a bunch that I bought from other people. I'm still buying them. I'm actually waiting on one as we speak, which I'm pretty excited about. But basically, this is what I'm building. I've gone away from the wood button, not because I couldn't get it figured out. I did get the problems I was having with it figured out. Basically, before you had to push the button in and draw on it to get juice into the atomizer. I didn't like that, so I got it all figured out, and basically right after I had problem solved that to the point of resolving the problem, I decided I wasn't going to go with the wood buttons anyway. That somebody else's genius created that, and I think what I've created is good enough to stand without taking somebody else's work from them. They've got a good thing going, and they should keep going with it. That's my opinion, and since I'm making them, that's what I'm sticking to. I've settled on the oval shaped touch holes. Again, in my last video I showed the three options, either the wood button, the round hole, or the oval hole. I've really found, just by me using it, I did send a bunch of them out for people to beat up and use, and everybody either came at me with do the wood button or do the oval. So choice being mine, I'm doing the oval. The other thing people came at me with was, one guy actually had mentioned that the button, I liked it really flush. He said, well, if the reservoir fills up too much and you tip it, you can get juice in there. So that's what I've done. I've raised the button up a little bit, and in that, it actually, another thing I got was it's a little tall, so I was able to shorten the mod's height overall, and raise the button up. It was a win-win. If you're one of the guys who already has one of these, you can see the changes I made to the door. It's still that nice, perfectly enclosed, juice bottle and battery, where, I'm not doing square holes for round pegs, type of thing. I'm not into that. I like a nice, I like to see it, I don't like rattles, I don't want, I've had mods that, oh, as long as you move it, only from side to side, it doesn't rattle. This one, I mean, you can shake it in any direction, here's one with a battery and a bottle in it, any direction. I don't like rattles. So that's, so round batteries, round bottles, round interior mod. But yeah, so that's what I did. I got to meet a guy yesterday, day before. He swung by my house. I met him on Thread. For another, obviously someone else's thread. And great guy. It was nice to be able to, put a face and a handshake to the friendship that we've had on the threads. And he threw me a couple atomizers and stuff like that. I gave him a mod, and I told him the same thing I told everybody. Use it, beat the heck out of it, and tell me what you think. If you can think of something that's going to help me improve it and make it a better mod, great, tell me. Don't hold back. Don't give me no, oh, it's great, it's the best thing, I don't need to hear that. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help the mod. Another thing I got, this one, the one I was just showing, I made this for somebody in particular. This is, it's not finished. I've been putting, I do the tongue oil on all of them. You can tell. I mean, they're obviously two different kinds of wood, You can tell this has got no shine to it. He wanted it raw, you know. Wow, did I just say that? But he, you know, he's gonna do his own finish thing to it. And him and his wife, they both vape. They both put a lot into the to the vaping community, give a lot back. So I made one for him. I made one for her, and that's what he wanted anyway. He wanted one for him. He wanted one for his wife. And the only thing he was concerned with was the size of the mod. He said it looked a little big, and we, you know, through emails we compared it to, you know, the size of some other mods, which I won't do right here because I don't want to talk about another mod in the video. Later on, anybody who's got one of these, you can openly compare it. I don't, you know, that's how it gets better. But, you know, he thought it was going to be too big for his wife, so he asked for a smaller one. Right now, this is the only one of these I have. I've only ever built one. This one takes a 14500 battery and a 3 ml bottle. You know, it's the, you know, all the same features and stuff as the big, the woodchuck, the 18650 with the 6 ml. I'm going to call this one the pup. You know, this runs off a 14500 and 3 ml. Like I said, they're a great couple. You know, they put a lot into the vaping community. He asked me for these, and I couldn't be happier about building them for him. They wanted the same wood options, so I was able to make both of these out of the same pieces, the same piece of wood. My thought of that being, you know, they're a couple. These two pieces have always been, you know, all this wood has always been together. You know, so I figured that's a nice way to do it. I'm not going to be building any more of the smaller ones, the pups. I'm not going to build them, not because I don't like them, but until I find a button that I like for them. I don't like the button, and I'm sorry that she's getting that button, but that's what I got for now, and I want to get these. I want to get them out to her. You know, I got no problem. I'll build them. You know, you two, you know who you are. I'll build you guys another set. You know, later on down the road, when I find a button that I like, I would love to build you guys another set of these. You know, and let's talk about some nicer woods too. You picked pine and mahogany. You know, I really do want to get into, you know, if I turn supplier and I start, you know, if I can make money building these, obviously, you know, I'd have money to buy nicer wood. But like I said in my first video, I've been building all these from wood that I have on hand. This one's considerably smaller, you know, especially in hand, than the other. Like I said, the only reason why I'm not going to continue to build these is because I haven't found the button I like. The button on these, it's a mod, you know, tried and true button. You know, guys have been using this button on their mods for, you know, since the beginning of quality mods. So I'm alright with this button. You know, if I could find a better button, I'll go with that one too. But this one, right now, this is the only one in existence, and it'll probably stay that way. I'll probably build one for myself, just to have it, because I used this today. I ran what did I do? I ran a full bottle of juice through it, killed a battery on a low resistance 306, and, you know, I was able to enjoy it all day. But yeah, this isn't, you know, I'm not going to build any more until my search ends for a good button for these. But you guys just keep the feedback coming at me. Hopefully I'll get these mailed out tomorrow. And you know, thanks for everything you guys are doing for the vaping community and for, you know, for the mod that I'm creating as well. You guys keep up with the feedback. Keep letting me know what you think. I'm still waiting on some highly anticipated, you know, feedback from some people. this is, you know, this is as far as it's gotten so far with the feedback that I've gotten, and with more feedback from other people, I'm sure it'll go further. But I'm getting back into that excited stage with it, where, all right, it's, you know, it only got, you know, this far by only my opinion. So now, you know, I need a lot more opinions than just mine. I'm only one guy. Obviously, it suits my needs perfectly, but to sell it, you know, to be, you know, not even successful, just to be able to sell it, you know, it's got to fit the masses' needs. So I sent it out to the masses, you know, and you know, so far through feedback from you guys out there, this is where it's gotten to. So thanks for people who have given me feedback. If you haven't given me feedback yet, you know, it's probably just because you're busy vaping. But you know, hopefully I get some feedback from some other people. Hopefully I get these mailed out tomorrow, and hopefully I keep the ball rolling. Catch you guys on the threads, and thanks a lot. Keep it coming.